Yo, what's up with this rock wool issue? Sticky icky guy wants to know.
I don't really know yet. We're figuring. I don't really know yet.
I seen you make a post about it or something.
A few. Well, there was just like this batch of. There was a batch of plants that came from a specific batch of rock wool that we had that started to grow like this saw blading kind of fern-like thing, and I've seen it before. Mango posted on it, and then Jungle Boys posted on it like I don't know, way back 2017. But it was so weird. It looked like Freak Show. So like when Freak Show came out, I was trying. A lot of us guys were talking about whether this just had some new virus that created this. So I didn't know if it was a viral thing or whatever it was. But it's all consistently in the same like brand or batch of rock wool, from what I can gather.
Which brand is it?
This batch seems to come from the Red Rock.
The Red Rock?
Yeah, Red Rock. But like,
Red Rock.
to be fair, there's been issues with just about all of the Rockwool products at some point or another. Just no one figured out why, because this happened and then it went away. Like there weren't batches that were doing it, but it was like when the cannabis business is pretty big. If you lose that many plants, it can like really fucking.
That's one whole day
screw
of
you
work. That's one whole a week. Who knows?
Well, it's longer than that because
you got to wait those 7 days, 10 days.
The plants are really only expressing after like 4 to 6 weeks of growth.
God damn.
So it was a lot of investment in that plant. When you have thousands of them, it's rough.
Does the price you pay for your rock wool dictate the quality of the rock wool? Is the red rock cheap rock wool?
Correct. It is cheap rock wool. Yeah. It's cheaper.
I just thought
it's a value rock wool.
I when I go get my rock wool, I just grab Grodan and call it a day. Just because it's convenient. It's readily
and it's
available.
there everywhere. Yeah. And Grodan had a similar issue. They didn't, from my understanding, they couldn't figure out why. Yeah. And then nothing got corrected and it went away. So who knows? No one understands why it's happening. Yeah. And I'm just talking to people involved while doing my day job. And we're getting samples. So if you have plants that are expressing, it doesn't matter what rock wool brand either, because there's really only 2 factories that make rock wool anyway.
Okay. The more you know.
I learned all this shit. It's like, there's like only 2 points. There's a supply chain thing here, and here, and these issues were coming from production runs in the past from people in the same supply chain where these issues were coming from now. So that was like the first pattern I saw, where it's like, okay, it's either some sort of a viroid, some kind of thing in the plant that we don't know yet, or there's a QC issue.
Someone took a dump in the rock wool processor.
I don't know. It's weird. No, I don't know. No, the dump, that would make good for it.
I'm just fucking.
Yeah, I know.
They're just like, fuck
it
this
would be
place. Fire me. I'm gonna fuck up your shit.
They're like, it's like the organic. It's the no-till rock.
We can't talk about it.
All right. Okay.
But fucking how high are your socks? Somebody wants to know.
They're like right here.
They're pretty high, guys. They're pretty high.
Yeah, they're pretty
Crumble
high.
or fold? That took too long to answer.
No,
He's a crumbler for sure.
Yeah, I'm a crumbler. All right, man.
What's new? What's new with your with the time release nutrient? What's up with Beanstalk? I haven't heard you say Beanstalk in a while.
I know. We're working on a few things. We're working on improving and I'm working on a new formulation right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I want to make sure that we've got everything kind of covered, but we still have a lot of outdoor clients and things like that.
What's up with that dude that used to rep Beanstalk? What's his name?
Ernesto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still talk to him?
Yeah. I talked to him today.
Good. That's what's up. I forgot his Instagram handle.
Yeah. Micro Grow LED.
That guy.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I forgot all about him till today. Somebody brought up.
Yeah.
Somebody
Net's
brought
a great
up Beanstalk,
guy.
and then I'm like, what happened to that one dude?
Net's a great guy.
He used to make a little noise on Instagram.
Yep. We're all just focused on business right now.
No doubt. Good for y'all. That's fucking dope.
Yep.
Business is important.
Sometimes you gotta focus on.
How do we end the spray terp era? Oh. What's up? I told you I wasn't going to talk about
but
that.
I was like, I would love to talk about that.
I just, they asked.
Yeah, it's fine.
I wasn't.
I'm not saying you're culpable.
I was like, this is not me, but
you could
Sticky Icky Guy wants to know.
Sticky Icky Guy. I mean, the way you stop spray terps is you just don't buy spray terp.
What's up with spray terps? When did they start, do you think? And who did it and why?
It probably really started like 2 or 3 years ago. But it was like new, and then yeah, it was like fucking during COVID, I think, when I started to really see guys doing it and talking about it, like saying, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And everyone would be like, "Oh."
Was there a region where they were doing it more than others, or was it just like?
I just know that there's markets on the East Coast that have a demand for it, so it's being created.
You think you know why?
Because, I mean, I don't know. It's not cheaper. I think it has to do with the fact. Yeah, I think it just has to do with human behavior, growing up. If you were like living in a food desert and you eat a ton of processed food, a lot of sugar, a lot of candy, all that kind of stuff, which everyone did like in the 80s. Like that was when everyone was like, "Oh, this is fine," So you develop like kind of a psychological program for like what you want to consume. So like that association between smell and something that like people used to enjoy, that has a lot of power. And so it's like we're getting this processed food kind of vibe that everyone's accepted in every other part of their life, and now it's starting to infiltrate cannabis.
Like a McDonald's hamburger.
I would say like more than that because it's so flavored. I would say more like, a Slurpee or some bullshit.
Damn,
like
so
that.
it's like smoking a Slurpee.
Kinda.
Let me get one. I'll take a pound for $5K. How do they make it?
There's a couple ways. Like the spray terp thing is like what people I think first started doing. But now they like infuse the flower.
How do they do it?
And there's like there's high end ways of doing it now, where basically you take whatever terpene or plant ester formulation you have, and you put the flower in a box, and then you're kind of just fogging that box with that to infuse it. So it gets like
they just fart in it. Make
Pretty
it smell
much.
like skunk.
Yeah,
you guys want roadkill skunk? We got you.
Yeah.
All the scientists get together.
It's candy, bro.
Just start farting into a jar.
Hey, I only fuck with candy.
Yeah, man. Purple candy. Wait till
is
they
it
start.
purple? Is it candy?
Does the spray,
Yeah, it's purple. It's candy.
The spray only affects smell, not color, right? I'd imagine. Wait till they come out with the color.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of ways. I've seen a lot of funny business.
No doubt.
But people, but there's a demand for it. So, I like to reach out if I see like a spray terp flower reviewer, because they have those exist now. Jesus. I'm not gonna put any of them on or blow them up. No disrespect to what they're doing. They're into
crazy.
it. I just like try and hit them up and be like, hey, if you're ever in California, like I'd love to like, just let me know. I'll get you some weed that's like what weed's supposed to smell like, so you don't need to,
I think the first time I smelled weed that didn't smell like weed, and I knew there was something wrong with it, it was one time they had like a Pokemon drop, and I had a bunch of people help me, like, because you could only get so many per person.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of people follow me, go line up with me. And I went, and there's this dude, he shows me it smelled like pineapple candy. Like, I wanted to chew the bud, and I'm just like, this ain't right,
Yeah.
And the spray thing wasn't a thing, but, obviously they sprayed it with something, or like, they infused it. Like, spraying is the most obvious way I could think of them doing
I know,
this.
but if you don't know,
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like cannabis, like you're in a garden, this, like you get used to it. But like then when you pick up your clothes that was around weed, it's like cannabis infuses with every other smell.
Yeah.
So they could probably get better at it if it's more popular. But I'm just saying if the trend continues, it's going to get to a point where like everyone's just like, well, that's here.
Yeah, that'll be all bad. Let's get rid of that shit quick.
Well, then we just need more small grows and small growers growing weed for people.
We need more growers.
Yeah, we need more. Yeah, we do.
What's the most you think ounce of weed should go for?
Oh, that's a great question.
The best grown weed. What do you think is like, or like even like
what would I pay for it?
Yeah, what's the most you'll pay for weed? An ounce. That's the best way of putting it. Someone shows you the best weed, and if you would pay what it's worth, and everyone leaves happy, what is that worth? How much money? I'll give you my answer if that's cool.
No. That would be.
You do yours first. You do yours first. I want to know.
I mean, I don't really like buy weed anymore though.
But still, there's got to be like ideally in a world where you didn't grow weed.
Yeah. If there was no weed
and price points
and it's good,
it's the best.
And I had a good month. Well, then I don't know. I could see myself spending maybe like 600 to 800 on an ounce.
I like to hear those crazy ass answers.
Yeah.
That's a crazy I thought 200, 300 was gonna come out your mouth right now.
No, I was wondering if like 400 is like the place where I've spent on really good bud recently.
Yeah.
But they were also giving me a deal, like a homie price.
Yeah.
So I have to factor that. I would have spent more for that product,
No doubt.
you know, because it was worth it, and it lasted a while.
No doubt.
And
what's
I fucking
50
ripped on
times 8?
guitar every time I smoke it.
What's 50 times 8?
50 times 8,
Yeah.
400.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Okay.
He could have charged you 60 times
like,
8.
shit.
He could have charged you 60 times 8. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's not bad. Like, if like, you know, if you're a seller and you're like, man, like, I'll smoke it all myself. You
Yeah.
know, we're not in a rush to sell it, but if you want, it's 50 all the way up. That
Yeah.
way, I don't have my
Yeah.
dick in my hand as a seller either.
I
you
don't
know?
think there's anything wrong with that.
That's a super fair price as like a dude that respects the grower too. That's gangster.
Well, I talked to these guys. I get that, like, fuck, I'm stoked to be able to talk to so many great growers online.
Yeah.
And they give me time and I learn stuff, and hopefully I can share stuff with them. But some of these guys are getting those tickets,
Yeah.
you know?
I got some friends that get some gnarly fucking tickets for their weed. I'm just like, damn.
I believe it. It's there. You just need to have the right buyers. And,
Quality.
Yeah, the people that are looking for quality.
The heads that know, like the heads.
Yeah.
If you show them something that's as good as the shit they're smoking or better, their dick gets hard for that shit.
It does.
And they tell each other.
Oh, it's a thing. It's like a record collection, you know?
It's the best, bro.
Yeah, that's great. That's the fucking awesome part of it. When I hear about that too, I get excited. I
Yeah.
want to try a drop. Like, I've gone and driven a couple hours to get a drop.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I got to try this.
That's a lot of hope for cannabis growers.
It should be, but you know that
It's so hard.
I'm also part of the industry, and so now the trick is to, like, we gotta like cast a wider net.
A one lighter,
Yeah,
banged out, nice and marketed and
yeah,
rolled out to your clients that you built
yeah,
at 60 an eighth,
yeah,
you'll be happy.
yeah. You'll be happy.
You'll be like, whoa, like that's some good dinner money right there, you know?
Yeah,
And I only got to do this much to like pull it off.
100%. That's how it all started.
And then you could like
Yeah,
kind of
for everybody.
You could kind of like, you know, do more lights, but like there's a point where it starts to just go down.
Yeah, what do you think that point is?
Like 4 or 5 lights.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like the best weed, 4 lights.
4 lights.
Yeah, anything past that, you're like
Because every day you can look at every plant.
every single day.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like everyone has their own opinion. And what do I know? I've done a couple runs myself, and fucking I know a couple growers, and I kind of know what they're running. And I'm
Yeah.
like, you're doing fucking 2 lights. No wonder your shit's so fucking good every single time. You
Yeah.
know. And then the homies with like 10 lights, it's like looks good, but even packaged nice. But it's like an 8 out of 10 compared to the homie that's like a 9.5 out of 10.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
I've got Ernesto's a great 2 light guy.
Yeah.
He goes great weed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's always got cool genetics. He's always hunting for new genetics, and so we'll be like, try this, and this, and I'll be like, oh, this is a banger.
Yep.
You know, so there's a few guys like that. But I hope they keep going strong. You know?
I mean, I think there's the guys that grow like that, and they figured out how to be like one of those $1,000 ounce people. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. You know, there's
Yeah.
people that have a burning hole in their pocket, and they want to be part of a special club, and they
Yeah.
work really hard, and they got tons of money. They can
Yeah.
smoke that shit all day. They don't give
Yeah.
a fuck. They wear Balenciaga.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and they cater to that world. And
Yeah.
that's cool, man. Fucking
Yeah.
get your money. Or besides that, you're just gonna be stuck selling it for 40 for some stuff that's worth more, and you could just smoke it all yourself. But that's cool. You still get money with 40, but you're gonna be a little discouraged because, you know, Burner and all these other guys are selling it for 50, 60.
yeah. Well,
And they got lines out the door.
how's that working out for them?
From the grand openings, it looks like they're having a blast. Grand openings all the fucking time. All right. Fucking dope, man. We got some good ones out of you, I think.
I hope so.
I think we did. I think we
right.
got like
I like this talk show platform.
man, I'm just, I figure we could just talk about nothing or I could have like some questions for you, you know?
I think it's a good format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cuz or else we just mingle and talk about all the fucking assholes that irk us on a day-to-day basis.
I'm trying to let all of that go.
Yeah. Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Well, that's a good question.
How old are you right now?
42.
42. You'll be 52.
I know.
God damn, fool.
I know. Look at my fucking beard. Bro.
I'll be 40. I'll be your age.
When I met you, this was not white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were like 6'5". You're like 6'7" now.
I did grow in it. No, I just got measured again. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
That's crazy.
I know. They said I was 6'7" at the doctor's office. I'm like, what?
Fucking
I'm
A.
like, oh, I don't want to get any taller. 10 years, man. I'd like to be still doing this. I really like hunting genetics. And I want to do like some music shows and put together some things that are coming from like a different creative space. So I want that to be like fully going,
Yeah.
you know.
That's dope. You should
Yeah.
get that cracking quick, fast, and hurry.
That's what I'm working on.
And it'll be fucking gnarly if you did it with some other like dudes in the weed scene.
That would be
Like-
great.
like
That's
we-
what I'm working on. Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know any like weed dudes that are known that like play instruments that people might not know?
God, I don't know the real names.
I think Bloom plays instruments
I think Bloom does play instruments.
because he's like he had his little phase where he was like posting pedals and stuff.
I know it's in it. It's
And then the music. He's been posting his lifestyle more lately. Like he never really disclosed like that. You know, he goes to Ween concerts.
Yeah, I
and,
saw that.
And that he like listens to all this quirky, edgy
Yeah.
music. You know.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that about him either. You know.
yeah. Have you ever seen Ween?
I've never seen Ween.
Oh, they're a trip.
What's a good song that I should be listening to?
I don't know them that well anymore. After I saw them play live, I was like, I can't listen to them anymore.
Is that how it is? Huh? Is it like I'm about to be, but like I might be mean, but I get like burnout vibes.
You got it.
Even like
No, I was there. I mean, man, I shouldn't judge, but it just wasn't my thing.
I love everybody.
Wasn't
I
my
love
thing.
humans, but like not my scene, dog.
It wasn't my thing.
And I love good music too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
No, they can play, but it's just like goofy burnout vibes.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
You know. Well, it was like they got like a little popular when like Modest Mouse kind of blew up. Like Modest Mouse was like super on the underground. Only like the super cool kids knew about Modest Mouse, and then they had their hit, and then all of a sudden everyone's into Ween, and I'm like, because there's like some kind of similarities, I guess, with the vibe or whatever. But I don't know. I was never.
They might say the same thing about a Cool Keith crowd though. Cool Keith is this rapper.
That's yeah.
And it's like if you went to Walmart and you're like, everybody, we're having a concert over here, and all the Walmart customers came and Cool Keith just rocked. That's the crowd at a Cool Keith concert, by the way.
That's kind of awesome.
I'm dead serious. And they all know the song, you know?
Yeah, they know it all.
Like there's like a white old lady, there's a black dude. There's one black dude, you know,
Yeah.
at every Cool Keith concert.
How many Cool Keith concerts have you been to?
Like 5 or 6.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit. Do you go too? Yeah, right on.
Exactly. You see, this
Yeah.
is the crowd at a Cool Keith concert.
Totally.
Me and Diana, hey, go.
Yeah, you guys go to some cool shows.
We go to a lot of shows.
Yeah, it's great. You guys go to the ones I'm like, oh, sick. That's at the Hollywood Bowl right now.
Yeah. She's been to like she went to go see, to me it's like a big one, like she went to go see Kanye and Drake perform at where was it? At the
Yeah,
Forum?
that was a big
That's
deal.
a big thing.
That's a big thing.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Wayne was on the SpongeBob movie.
Okay.
That's where I know.
That's why they got popular too.
Kendrick
for sure,
Lamar
yeah.
used to do shows here at the projects.
When you were growing up?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so sick.
Like he stopped doing them like 2-3 years now.
Since COVID, yeah.
And it was like, to me, it was all like, I'd see, kind of selfish. I see like people not from around town come and watch it. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers never come here.
They ventured out.
They came. They went out. They're at the projects with everybody fucking rocking out with us and shit.
I'd never been. I never moved here. I moved right to Huntington Park.
Yeah.
And I just got kind of accustomed to it.
Yeah.
The vibe, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking A. Man, if you were a character in a video game, I know you love video games.
Yeah.
What kind of game would it be, and what would be your special skill?
Who asked that question?
Diana got that one for you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm kind of been fixated on one game lately, and that's been Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh man.
You're like up to game on games, huh? Like if there's a new game and it's like it's hot, like you're
If it's hot, yeah. Yeah, like
Did you play Power World?
No.
Did you hear about it though?
I did.
That's
but
not your shit though. That type of shit.
I
You're like RPG.
I like RPG. Helldivers 2 is cool.
You know what? Someone told
one's
me,
cool.
Mace, you got to look at Helldivers 2. It's
Well,
the shit.
I used-
It's like Call of Duty. I go and I'm like, bro, this is like fucking Advanced Wars, fool.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
I'm bad at that type of stuff.
Oh, for real?
Bro, that's like
It kind
strategic,
of got a little Battlefront vibe too.
tactical type shit. You know?
Dude, it's actually pretty fluid when you play with guys that know what they're doing.
It's like
you kind of
chess.
pick it up. No.
It's like, but from it's
Kind
like
of.
you're looking at a board
Yeah. Yes. Like yeah. Exactly.
and you got to play your pieces right.
That is more accurate. That's strategy.
Yeah. To me, it's all like like I just want to press A and press forward.
What are you talking about? You play with. You're pretty good at Call of Duty though.
I'm good at Call of Duty.
That's the same kind of shit. So
I'm good at Call of Duty amongst people that are
no,
like,
what
on
it
my
was
caliber.
is whoever your homie was is like, oh, I really want to play this game with Mace because he's really getting into this game.
Yeah.
And he knows if he tells you what it is, you're not going to check it out. But if he say it's just like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
you'll at least try it once.
He was laughing.
So that was a good move.
He was laughing when I told him too. I was like, "Motherfucker, this ain't like Call of Duty." He's like, I was like,
Did you give it a shot?
Fuck no.
Oh.
All I had to do was Google it. I was like, nope, not for me, baby. I'm not playing it. I don't, man. I can't get into things and just be like,
Yeah.
let me just check it out. It's all like, let me be the best at this shit.
Yeah.
Let me go on the forums. Let me see who's who. Yeah, I have a couple hobbies because of that. You know.
Well, if if I was going to be a character in a role playing game, right, I would probably want to be some sort of a necromancer.
What's a necromancer for everybody in the chat?
Like like at a role playing game, you raise people from the dead, and you're kind of like, it's like dark science magic.
you know that.
You know
dude-
what a necromancer is?
I
Don't
know.
quit fucking with me.
Everybody in the
you
chat
have
does
the
it.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards. and
Everybody in
Magic
the chat
Gathering
does it.
cards.
I know Necro has to
Okay.
do with the dead, and I think that dude from Mortal Kombat was a necromancer, the one that is like Sub-Zero's, not Scorpion, but this other guy. He's like
What was-
whatever.
I know what you. I know. I kind of know. Would
You know what I'm
cry? He threw the little bombs and shit too.
Yeah. I think he's a necromancer.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think he
I don't
brought
know.
some motherfuckers from the dead.
It's just a cool character because then you can kind of. Well, are we thinking about video games or real life?
Nah, did you ever play Final Fantasy?
I played Final Fantasy VII.
7, 8?
I don't remember. What's the one where you're kind of playing soccer or something in a giant auditorium? Was that 8?
That was where you're playing in the ocean.
Yeah.
That one was dope. That's Titus. That's 10, I think.
Okay, I played that.
Because the one
I played
before that
7.
was the one with the dude with the little tail, and then it had a Vivi, the fucking mage wizard with the
I didn't play
two
that one.
yellow eyes, and then before that it was Leon Squall.
Yeah, I remember Leon. Yeah. for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that one was dope. So
Well, that was just the one that everyone played, and that's when I was like, all right, I'll check this out.
yeah, I used to watch people play. I never played.
I played it on PlayStation 1.
I watched my brother play. Oh, that shit.
Yeah.
He used to be a Ruby Weapon. Remember that?
Yes.
He would just beat Ruby Weapon all the time. Because
Oh,
you could keep fighting him because he was like a final boss. So
Got it.
he would just like
He
and
was
it
addicted.
He was, and then there was another one. There was Ruby Weapon, and then there was the Sapphire one, I think, or something. It was a blue monster. There
Okay.
was 2 secret weapons that you could fight, and my brother would just fucking, we were in the hood. He would just play all day.
Yeah, dude.
To this day, he still plays Final Fantasy.
Is he younger or older?
He's older.
Oh, okay.
I got an older brother. He's good at video games.
Got it. Well, I mean, you don't want to you can get stuck there. For me, the reality is it's like I'd rather be playing guitar right now.
You know what game I played? Because of the idea. I like the idea of video games and playing.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and the storyline and just like the music. If it's a feel good vibe, because especially when I was a kid, I used to watch my brother play,
Yeah,
and I beat Chrono Trigger.
it's a great game.
Yeah, I beat
Great
it.
soundtrack.
I like watched
Yeah.
I had to read a bunch of things to beat it, but I beat it.
Yeah,
Emulator.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's a cool game because
Chrono Cross is good too.
it's got a badass soundtrack. You know,
That the music. Yeah.
I have the vinyl.
No way.
Yeah, I have the vinyl.
Oh, that's sick.
Shala's theme and the frog song, all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Is there
Appreciate
anything? Is there anything you want to talk about? You know, before we wrap it up, I got like most of the good stuff out of here. What do people need? What about seeds? What's up with the atomic colliders and poetry plant
if
seed
people hit me up
stock?
in the DM, and they say if people want it, they come get it.
No
Get it.
doubt.
And I'm just like not putting it out, like not trying to push it. I'm trying to push cuts from the line, and I got a cut dropping, and it's gonna be in a poetry bag.
Talk about the
Yeah.
cut drop. What's up
Yeah.
with the cut drop? Tell us
So
some selections. that
it's
were made.
available now, but like I got to work with some of the guys that had the cut through the nursery, and select out like a pretty good batch from a really great grower that grew it.
Is it atomic collider? Is that the cut?
It's Midnight Funk.
What's the cross on Midnight Funk?
That's sherbet cream pie from Grow Bones. Bones Grow. Times Atomic Collider 9 is the donor. It's the reversal on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they found seeds in that.
No, we intentionally reversed it. Actually, a guy named Nick Strong
No,
did the
but
reversal for that.
Of course, you
know,
made
yeah.
those intentionally. I didn't
Yeah,
say you
yeah,
guys.
yeah. It
But,
wasn't
but,
her.
but you guys grew those out,
Inten-
and then you made a selection on those.
Yes.
Cool.
Like we do. Highline has a lot of space. Like every other season, we'll do a big seed hunt, and we have a lot of. We can pop 10, 12,000 seeds,
Nice.
and like go through the hunt process on that.
10, 12,000 seeds in trays, and then start to select
rolling
there?
benches, yeah.
Or 10 and 10,000 trays in 1 gallon pots.
No, they're all in 2 gallons.
So 10, 12,000. You guys pop one seed into the 2 gallons, or like, do you guys start the 10,000 seed?
We
pop?
start the 10,000 seed pops and seed plugs because not everything's going to germ based
And
off
then
the seed
when
stock.
those seed plugs are done, how many are left usually after the germination rates are said and done?
I could. Oh, after it depends on
Usually fresh seeds are like 98 to 100, you know?
Oh, I've had 100%. But,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's like.
Or is it, if it's a bunch of companies and you're
I know,
doing-
but the seed stock I was hunting, some of it, like all the AC9 stuff was like 95 above, right? But I was also hunting stock that was older that I had been sitting
yeah,
on.
that shit usually don't pop sometimes, you know?
I know, but some of them, some of them were like 50 to 70. So some of the seeds that were like 8 to 9 years old, I still got a germ rate out of them that was above 50%.
Fucking A.
But there was some stuff in there that I wanted to hunt. I popped some of Trevor's gear too.
Yeah,
and yours.
I popped 3,000 seeds like 2 weekends ago,
Yeah.
and I set up 2 lights,
Great.
and it's like probably like same thing.
Yeah.
That's why I ask. Because
You popped 3,000 seeds?
Yeah. It's easy. It's like
No.
4 fucking lifetime tables.
Oh, but that's not going to all go outside.
Whatever happens, happens.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Popping
Oh,
seeds, you know.
Yeah.
They could grow in 1 gallon.
no,
pods.
this was like the team at Highline took care of those plants, and then like for that I give it to people like if there's something that does really well, which is really like out of the 10,000, we have 2 selections in rotation and maybe like 22 more selections out of the 10,000.
No doubt, no doubt,
And then those might not even stick because it depends on what the market wants,
no doubt.
or if it's special. If it's special,
I mean, one thing is whatever. Everybody has their selection process, and creating waves and shit like that.
100%.
And as long as you just imagine doing 10,000 seed pop on Trainwreck.
You want to know the truth about that? The guys in Humboldt would be like, Jesus has come back.
Exactly. It all depends. It all depends.
Everyone in Humboldt's like, man, anybody got the train wreck?
or like you do a 10,000 seed pop just to go back to square one, right?
Yeah.
Like you're literally looking amongst the same. You're like going in circles because you're working with the same turf.
Yeah. That's not good.
That's what I see a lot. That's what I see with the game a lot too. It's all like, how are you gonna make a new cross? You just cross Skittles back to itself again.
Oh,
You crossed LCG to it, and then you crossed it back to Skittles, and then you crossed it to LCG, and then you crossed it back to Skittles, and then that's a new one, and then that's a new one, and then that's a new one.
I'm aware.
That's what I see. I'm like, what's up with all this new shit? There ain't nothing new about a new Skittles fucking hybrid. Skittles been around since 2000. I've had Skittles in my garden since 2018.
It's been around longer than that.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah.
fuck yes.
Yeah,
But I
been
just
around
mean
longer.
like firsthand experience with this shit, you know?
Yeah. So I mean, it's just
But then hot songs.
it's just gradual improvements in like one direction on the same thing.
I think it's
not-
like music too, you know? All the songs are kind of the same.
that's why I was talking when we were talking about spray terps.
Yeah.
You know, that's just kind of the general reflection of the masses.
You know?
You know, and for them, you know, it's probably like at least they can get something that they like enough to spend money on it, and it's not terrible.